All right, we've often talked about the lack of proper messaging from Democrats, Biden-Harris administration, and how they need to learn how to, stick their chest out, strut their stuff. Well, Rep. Replies, man, dropped the video. He just went off. And let me warn y'all, there's some strong language in here that would even make Reese blush. So just letting y'all know right now, so if you watch it with your kids and you don't want them to hear a whole bunch of MFs, go ahead and turn it down or turn away. I'm just letting y'all know, might trigger some of y'all. But ain't nothing he said lying. Press play.
Joe Biden and motherfucking Kamala Harris, because I'm sick of it. Can somebody teach y'all how to motherfucking brag? Motherfucking stock market doing way better under y'all than it did under him. Job numbers way better under y'all than it did under him. Motherfucking GDP. People wages at the bottom going up more than the people wages at the top. Inflation going down. Gas prices going down. And y'all can't figure out how to motherfucking brag? You blow some shit up over there in the Middle East, get your ass out here and brag about it. How you think I know you got a motherfucking Corvette, Joe? Huh? Cause you a motherfucking bragging. How you think I know Kamala know how to motherfucking dance? Cause she motherfucking shoulders. You think if you had 91 motherfucking charges on you, he wouldn't be over there motherfucking talking about it? What you think the motherfucking NFL doing right now, motherfucking Taylor Swift, Joe? Motherfucking bragging. They saying she had all events. She ain't at the NBA. She ain't at the NHL. She ain't at the MLB. She had all shit. Even motherfucking Creflo Dollar bragging. Fuck you think you all them Rolls Royces is and shit. You went and ate lunch at them little motherfucking black kids' house in the motherfucking wherever they was. How you think we motherfucking found out about it? You ain't tell us. They snuck and motherfucking recorded because they was motherfucking bragging. And y'all can't figure out how to motherfucking brag? Student loan forgetting. Get your ass out here and brag about it. Y'all got some money. Get your ass out here and brag about it. You got some motherfucking celebrities out of prison too. Get motherfucking Brittany Griner at your motherfucking, throw a motherfucking party. It ain't your motherfucking fault America love braggers, but goddamn it, brag. Shit ain't that motherfucking hard, man. All you got to do is go motherfucking brag. Y'all need to hang around some motherfucking rappers or something. Somebody need to teach y'all how to motherfucking brag, because y'all goddamn sure don't know how to do it.
John Quayle, no lies told.
Absolutely no lies told. I watched that about 5 times a day. I'm sorry, and I holler laughing each time that I watch that. I'm sorry, but he's absolutely correct, right? Kamala Harris has actually been on the Shade Room a couple times. I saw they just posted her today. I think she allowed the Shade Room to come up on Air Force 2 with her. Her and President Biden have made some changes to the ability to get a small business loan. So those who have criminal convictions or that may be on probation for certain convictions, what used to be a bar to small business loans, they have now more recently opened that up so that there will be millions of small business owners that, of course, this will affect mostly Black and brown people, the ability to get small business loans, which is a phenomenal thing to do. And it's on the Shade Room and they have millions of followers. However, back to Ply's point, he's absolutely correct. We've talked about this on the show, not in the way that he has. However, they have not done a good job reaching or targeting the demographic of young African-American voters, right? And so the one thing about Donald Trump, now his Twitter rants and everything else have went way too far and actually have gotten him into some trouble and will likely be used as evidence in some of his prosecutions. However, the Biden administration has hardly made any comments, if any, about these ongoing cases, about these defamation lawsuits, or frankly, about all of the wins that they have done, at least not in a way that it translates for people to know. I mean, people just don't know. And so, and that is one of the reasons why he's not polling that well in comparison to Donald Trump. And a lot of Americans are having issues with the both of them. And I think a large number of that has to do with what rapper Plies said, and that they do a terrible job of bragging or keeping everyone informed in a way where it is known by the masses. Rebecca,
80% of the job of president is the bully pulpit. It's taking credit for stuff. And a senior administration official said to me that we did so much in a short period of time that we were more focused on just trying to get stuff passed, and we didn't do a good enough job of selling the programs. But you got absolutely selling. And again, this is where, but it also goes to style. The reality is Trump was loud, rambunctious, obnoxious, and was always throwing it in your face, and folks are running with it. Biden, Harris, more subtle, more reserved. It doesn't get covered the same way.
Trump is an entertainer. The thing about entertainers, and to Plies' point, Plies is also an entertainer. Yep. They know how to connect with people. That's the point. It's connecting with people, whether it's by connecting with people through your music artistry, connecting with people through your reality TV shows. It's connection to people. So the Biden-Harris administration could definitely take some advice from entertainers with how to connect with people. But here's the thing. The White House has a podium. They could literally have a press conference every single day. Even if they got 500, let's just say that there's 200 things that they got passed or that they did through executive order. Well, guess what? It's, we're still over 200 days from the election day. So every single day, have a press conference and pick a topic about something that this administration has passed or has done to make lives better for everyday, ordinary Americans. Like the White House literally has the bully pulpit to do it. Like, we don't say bully pulpit as is a metaphorical thing. It's an actual thing. They actually have a platform where they could talk directly to the American people. So they ought to use it.
Look, we probably going to get flagged for this. And so, Keenan, you're going to have to cut this out of the restream. But I love that scene, Robert, in Jungle Fever when Wesley Snipes playing Flipper, when he acted a fool when he quit because his two white bosses would not make him a partner in the architecture firm. And I've used this example, and what he did really is how Biden-Harris should be doing when it comes to all these infrastructure projects and other things that they have gotten done that other folks taking credit for. Watch this.
Come on, Flipper, come on.
Let him go.
Flipper, come on.
Want a lunch, Flip?
You don't have to. Don't walk away like this.
There's nothing left to talk about. Let him go. Look at this. This is my work. Mine. You know what your problem is? Your ego's out of control.
Right now. Come on. Who's going to play third base?
I don't give a damn who plays third base.
Look, we spent a long...
Mine.
Okay.
Mine. Ego.
Come on, quiet. Come on.
Don't tell me to be quiet.
That's it right there, Robert. They should go, mine. We did that. We did that. No, y'all didn't do that. We did that. Again, I think what Plaza's laying out, I think it does come down to style, to presentation. They want to be, obviously, more professional, more presidential. But when people are not giving you credit for stuff that you have done, then, I mean, Peter Roussel was deputy press secretary for Vice President George H.W. Bush. He was an adjunct professor at Texas A&M. And he told me something that I never forget. He said, Roland, you got to learn to pat yourself on your back because other folk may never do it. And he said, never forget that. And I think this is how they sort of operate. No. You got to make it clear this stuff didn't happen without us. Inflation's down, Inflation Reduction Act. And it's pounding it in the heads of people over and over again. That's really what he's talking about.
Quote I like to use is that sometimes if you don't toot your own horn, there's no music playing. And that's what the Biden administration falls into. And I was thinking of, we have very different taste in movies because the movie I thought of for this topic was The King's Speech. The fact that in that movie, the king had an inability to speak on his own behalf. He had a stutter. I think that's part of the issue, that Biden can't speak on his own behalf. And his staff is afraid to put him out there to speak on his own behalf. You can't put Biden on The Tonight Show, for example, because they're afraid that he'll fall off the stage or have some kind of gaffe or faux pas. So he needs surrogates to be able to carry that message. But at the end of the day, Karine Jean-Pierre might need to invite Plaz to the White House every once in a while to give maybe a monthly update, because I think if you could hear Plaz from the White House podium as opposed to some of these very technical speeches that they're giving, that'd be a whole lot more effective than the messaging they're putting out there. What President Biden did in his first term is nothing less than a miracle. I want people to understand that economically. Coming out of a worldwide pandemic, coming out of a pandemic that shut down the world for 2 years, and dealing with an insurrection that nearly tore the country apart, when every economic indicator said we'll be dropping into a deep recession that could last 2 or 3 years, we've had 3 consecutive years of GDP growth. We have unemployment that's been under 4% for 24 months. Inflation is down 64% from its height in 2021. We're the leading economy of any industrialized nation on earth. We've increased military spending. We've brought down the price of prescription drugs. We've forgiven over $140 billion in student loans. You can't make that stuff up, and you're doing that with a not Tea Party, but with a MAGA insurrectionist Congress that doesn't want to pass. That's the least productive Congress in the history of the United States of America. And the fact that they can't carry that message just shows they need to have a little huddle, and President Biden needs to walk in and just say, "You're fired, you're fired, you're fired. Everyone on the communications staff is fired. Bring in all new people who are able to carry this message to the American people." There's no reason that President Biden should be signing new legislation on health care, and Donald Trump walking out of a rape trial, and Donald Trump's poll numbers go up more than President Biden. That's a failure of communications.
And again, the point that you're making, I'm going to show this here. And again, a lot of people have no idea even what GDP is. But when you talk about how does your economy grow, these are the absolute facts right here. Axios reported this. Gross domestic product among the G7 nations, the top 7 economies. Let's go at the bottom. And actually, this is the different chart. There's another one where Germany is negative 0.3%, but you have the UK at 0.5%, Italy 0.7%, France at 0.8%, Canada at 1.1%, Japan at 1.9%, the United States at 2.5%. When you look at what's projected in 2024, Japan is going to be 0.9, Canada 1.4, America is going to be 2.1. That's called an economy that's growing. So when Nikki Haley goes on the Breakfast Club and talk about how bad things are, how this country is going to hell, no, boo, you got to respond to that. See, and you got to hammer that thing home. And so I agree with Plaz 100%.